There we go. Aha! There we go. There we go. Hello, hello. Ah, it's a stream. Hey, how we doing? Pardon me. Sorry. We're fine. I think I just need to set a little bit more monitoring. There we go. There we go. Alright, I'm here. Hello, it's a stream. How we doing? Okay. How do we sound? Okay, whatever. Turn the music down a bit. Hi everybody. Woo. There we go. Oh, good day, hello. Let me know how everything is volume-wise, because I've been playing around with audio stuff and I don't know what's going on anymore. No, it's fine. Just try turning this up a little bit. Oh, that's quite loud now. I might need to turn the desktop audio down. There we go. Let me find something lo-fi. Sorry. There we go. That'll do. Hey! Desert Bus shirts. Yes, I have mine. An Edison Cuddle. Excellent. Anyway, yeah, I'm back. It is Monday after Desert Bus. Everything is, you know, calming down, winding down. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. I don't know. I'm still trying to get the audio settings into a way that I want them with the new machine, but I think we're good. As long as you can hear me and the background music isn't too loud, and I'm coming through at a sort of reasonable volume, then we're good. It was fine during Space Bus, I think. I've just been trying to really dial it in. But hope you had a good week. If you were watching Desert Bus, I hope you enjoyed that, because I had a good time. And oh man, so many things happened. Oh. Yeah, I had no real plans for today because I'm like, you know, so it's the come down and the sort of, you know, still recovering. Seems like maybe the wrong word, but well, it takes a little bit of time to get the energy back. So, you know. But yeah. Last couple of days has been just sort of chilling out and not having to do very much, which is nice because it's it's a weekend. Yeah. About that seems about right. Yeah, hopefully that's coming through. Background music and such. Yeah, I think we all had. I mean, there's. Wow! Oh God! Why is the scroll wheel? No, stop it. Sorry, my bad. I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to scroll through something. Oh, this is weird. on the media player it scrolls up and down and the audio at the same time. That's not ideal. I'll probably have to try and do something about that. Alright. Oh yeah, because it was the last thing I had also clicked on. Okay, we're good. We're good now. There we go. But yes, I think there's a lot of things that Desert Bus helped us be distracted from, which is one of the nice things about it. Yeah, the full Desert Bus week, thanks to the power of squats. That was crazy. Oh man. Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, the full week, and yeah. I was so glad that they had Bare Naked Ladies ready to go. They were like, and now it's been like, of course you got to have that ready. I'll probably turn this back up. Nah, I'm still, like I said, I'm still dialing things in here in terms of the stream, because I want to, yeah, because you know it's a new setup and audio levels, and I don't know. It feels like a lot of things are very loud to me. Hopefully not to you. Probably because I have it just set differently than I normally would. Let me turn OBS's volume down, actually. That might... Volume balance is good? That's good. Alright. This is when a notification comes through, it's quite loud on OBS. So I think I might just need to turn OBS's sounds down. Like OBS browser page is a sound source, so let's do that. Still getting things set up the way I want it, you know? But so far, I'm getting there. I have transferred most of the files that I need from the old PC back over, so that's good. There's maybe still a few I might want, but there's no immediate rush on that. I mean, installing, that's mostly what the last couple of days have been. It's just me finished transferring files and installing programs. Hey, well, happy birthday to what is Grandma Keeb in the, you know, we've got Keeb, Mini Keeb, Nano Keeb, Mega Keeb. What is Grandma in that order of things? But congrats, that's awesome. 100 years old, good grief. Giga Keeb, yeah. Sounds about right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, what have I got? Yeah, Keeb Prime. I'm going to turn into a truck now. Keebtimus Prime. Oh man. Ho 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 ho. The other thing is I've been trying to set up, trying to standardize the two monitors I have now, which is, I've got as close as I'm going to get and I've given up. So you know what, that's good enough. But yeah, now I got to get back to work, back to streaming Final Fantasy. Oh man, I gotta look into doing Final Fantasy 11, a free trial and all of that stuff, you know. And wait, there we go. That's that one. I wish I'd written down what my settings were for the microphone on the other side. Whatever. I mean, I'm gonna try. The plan was always to try 11. I wasn't gonna skip it just outright. So you know, yeah, gotta at least try. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna give it a shot. And yeah, even if I don't finish it, I just that's the thing. I want to give it a fair shake, see if I get on with it or not. And if not, then we'll probably play 10-2 instead before moving on to 12. Hello, you're finally back. Anyway, ooh, Gambit system, yeah. I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure out 11, because I know you can get a free trial for 11, which is 14 days, and I mean, I'm probably going to do that, and I think you can transfer your. I did a brief look up earlier, and I think you can transfer your free trial character to a like full version, if you so wish. So that's probably a good place to start. Yeah, we're gonna give that a go. Is there anything else I need to figure out? I don't know. Don't know how much of it. I'm like, do I start that this week, or do I try and? I might just try and set it up for next week, and finish doing a little bit of setup here. Because there is one other thing I need to do for the stream, which would help, which is I haven't done this yet. I need to take the Elgato capture card out of the old PC and put it into Bahamut. Have not done that yet, but that should be fine. There's plenty of slots, although the graphics card takes up a lot of space. Yeah, art stream. Well, actually, funnily enough, speaking of art streams, I was driving myself crazy because I installed Clip Studio on the new machine. I can use my license I have for that. And I was like, okay, I've got that set up. And then I was looking for the wireless dongle for the tablet because I've tried using it with the USB is very unreliable. Like it continually disconnects. I think it's the cable or the port on the tablet itself is loose, or there's something off with it. It's because it's happened on this machine and the old machine. It's not the USB ports on the computers themselves. So I was like, okay, I need to find the wireless thingy, and I could not find it. I was looking everywhere, and I thought, oh no, we've been moving a bunch of stuff around to get the PC set up, and like, oh god, is it buried among some stuff? And no. Let me just. I'm adjusting here. No, you want to know where it was? It was there. There was the little dice chest that I have. I put it in. I remembered when I found it. I was like, right. I put it in the dice chest because I was putting the dice chest on the side so that it wouldn't get lost amongst all the shuffle of everything else moving around. I was like, right, yes, but that was like 2 weeks ago. You can't expect me to remember that. But I did find it, and it works fine now, and it's great. Got it all set up, and we're good to go. So yeah, good to go on art streams and stuff like that. I do have some things I want to do. Like that was part of the thing. Like, okay, now I can do this without worrying, because Clip was starting to break on the old machine because the old machine was running out of space and very underpowered, and you know, all of the reasons you would expect. So I can get back to that. I have a few bits of stream like graphics and furniture that I was working on that I want to finish working on. And also I want to, I need to set up a new merch store, because the old one from Stream Elements migrated to, I forget the name of it, but a different one, which has a lot more options, a lot more stuff, and I do want to set that up. So that's part of it. Yeah. And I mean, the first thing would be to sort of reissue redo the stuff that I had up previously, but then I want to make some more things. Get that back up again. And then, man, I tried to install I tried to install Vegas Pro because I bought a very cheap version of that on Humble Bundle ages ago, years ago, and it was like you can install it up to 2 times. I think was the thing, and what did I have it at, like? But I tried to install it, and then it was like, you have used up all your licenses. You know, it's like, I'm pretty sure I only installed it once, but maybe not. I don't know. So now I'm looking for another, a good non-linear editor that is either free to use or very cheap, because I think it was a Humble Bundle where Vegas Pro was like, I want to say like 20 quid or more, where it's normally like over 150 or something. Oh, non-linear video editor is just like a normal video editor. Lightwave? Do you mean Lightworks? Because I've used that before. Or is Lightwave something else? Yeah. But yeah, non-linear video editor. Sorry, yeah, it's just a video editing software. Lets you, you know. Yeah, that's the thing. I got it from Humble. Ah, right. Yeah, okay, yeah, DaVinci Resolve. I did a quick Google. DaVinci Resolve does seem to be pretty good. I might have to check that out. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Let's look it up. DaVinci Resolve feature comparison. There. Okay, yeah. Top result is studio versus free. What we got? Okay, technical specs, blah blah blah. Okay. Below, okay, features included in the studio version of DaVinci Resolve, not the free version. Okay. Hardware accelerated encoding or GPU accelerated encoding, that's fine, don't care about that. 4K resolution limit, expand format support and HDR delivery, bleh. H264 and H265 accelerated decoding. Again, I think that's hardware acceleration. Doesn't come with DaVinci Neural Engine AI. Oh no. Don't care. Text-based editing and audio transcription, fine. Text-based editing, audio classification, ultra NR noise reduction, noise film look creator, IntelliTrack greenlight. I mean, it all seems like, yeah. Okay, then it goes into some more detail about this sort of stuff. Honestly, it's probably going to be fine. Like, because a lot of this stuff is like, they're algorithmically powered, or like, I don't know, they say like AI powered and whatever, but whatever that means, whatever that really means. Yeah, it's all the stuff that goes up to like a really professional, super granular level of stuff. So there's yeah. Probably a bunch of stuff that I don't care about. By the looks of it, it doesn't look like some transitions and effects that aren't in the free version. Oh, right. I mean, sure. God, $295 for a lifetime license. Blech. I mean, if nothing else, the free version is free, so I can try it out and see how I get on. I'll make a note. Where shall I put that? No, much tomorrow. I can put it on Wednesday. Yep. Try out DaVinci Resolve. This is a confirm. Okay. Yeah. And how much are you charging for this free software? It's free. And where is this free software? It's on our website. And yeah. Yeah, alright, I'll probably give that a try, see how I get on. Yeah, I mean, I've used plenty of nonlinear video editors over the years, but it's been a while, and yeah, DaVinci Resolve will probably have its own, you know, it'll have its own stuff. It's mostly just like, where have you hidden where have you hidden this thing that I need? But yeah, because that's one of the things I want to do now that we have Bahamut set up, and I don't have to worry about processing power or RAM. Not really. Can maybe try and get back into doing some edited videos of some description. Exporting is unintuitive. It usually is. Delete doesn't do what you expect it to. That's backspace. Yeah. If I had to guess, delete either splits the video or just kind of clear. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with split. I'm gonna guess that it splits the video. Introduces a cut. I don't know. Probably wrong, but who knows? Yeah, it's like, where are the keybinds? What does this do? Yeah. But yeah, God, the problem now is just like, okay. Well, you know, hopefully it's fine. It should be fine. Don't need anything too fancy. Keeping it simple, not trying to complicate things. But yeah, it's an experimental. What it feels like right now is I'm kind of just soft rebooting a lot of stuff over here. Delete things in the same space in all the other tracks. Oh. Okay. It's just like, okay, we can try and reboot some things, relaunch some things. I don't know. It was not quite starting over, but like a fresh start with some new technology and some a bit more freedom and flexibility on that end. Because I needed that for a while. And yeah, I ended up spending more money on the whole computer thing than I meant to. Partly because I put it together wrong. And also because, I don't know, things cost a bit more than I thought they would. But yeah. So definitely in a bit of a okay. Gotta try and I don't know. I don't want to say hustle because I hate that word, but basically gotta try and build things back up a little bit just to get just to make that sting a bit less. Like I'm fine at the moment, but it's definitely like you open the back, you're like that's less than I would like. That's how it goes. This was gonna have to happen one way or another, and I'm glad I did it before the old PC just fully broke down on me. Like before it like literally just stopped working. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I do want to, you know, now it's just nice to have the freedom to be like, okay, I feel like I can actually try stuff now because it should work technically. Like I don't have to worry. It shouldn't be, you know, hardware that is the issue. So we can try different things and see what works. And the important thing is to not I've learning like, okay, I'm gonna do all these things. I'm gonna try to say, wait, slow down, buddy. It's like, you know, don't put too much pressure on it, but try it out and see how you get on. Yeah, that's basically it, really. So yeah, I mean, if that goes well, then you might see some more different things from here on the stream or on the YouTube channel or whatever. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm gonna, you know, we're in a sort of research and development phase of content and whatnot. Yeah. Oh. But yes, now that I have this new up-to-date, not quite, I don't know, top of the line, but slightly below top of the line, I can finally play Final Fantasy XI. More highlight reels. Well, maybe. The difficult thing about highlight reels, editing, like the editing them together is fine. That is not a problem. I can do that. The problem is finding highlights, finding clips, finding bits to cut. There may be a way around this though. There may be, I believe I might be able to do to make this easier for myself, but one of the problems with being a small channel is that you do not have a bunch of people making clips for you. And that's not to shame anyone, that's fine. I don't expect anybody to do that. I really don't. But what that means is if you want to make highlights, and this is what I did back when I did this. I don't even want to think about how many years ago that was. Anyway, shut up. But if you do that, then you have to scrub through your streams. And I'm just one person. Also trying to do, when you're trying to do everything, you don't have a dedicated editor either. So you have to go through every week 9 hours of stream to make a, like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minute video. And if you're doing it weekly, if you're doing it like less frequently, you have to go through even more, but you're not on the constant thing of doing it. But That's why I stopped doing it, because it's like, this is just so much. It's so much because I have to go through hours of stream and find the funny bits and cut them out. If I had if I had already like a list of, you know, highlights and clip moments, that would go a lot faster. That would be great. And one thing I think I might be able to do, I need to look into this, because I think you can put markers on Twitch VODs. Yeah. Because let me try something. I'm going to push the marker button because I have it set up on Stream Deck. Boom. And then I'll watch that back in the VOD. Because that might actually make it doable. But then I still have to remember to to push the button. Is that a command though? I wonder. Let me see. Yeah, you can add, if you do /marker description, add a stream marker at the current timestamp. Yeah. Okay. Because that would help. Because that at least is easier than just like having to make a whole clip. If all you, because honestly, that is all that I would need, is just like marker. Oh, I also should set up local recording again as well for that, to make my life easier. Although it's not strictly necessary. I have enough space to do that now, which is nice. Yeah. So that could work. But yeah, I'll need to do some more research into that. But yeah, if that can work, and if that's reliable enough, then that might make making highlight reels much easier, because I can be like, okay, I have a list of timestamps. I can just go and take those bits. I don't have to scrub through it myself. Yeah. Because that's definitely a lot easier than making clips. And it's something you can do while you don't have to like tab away and make a clip, you know, you can just hit a button. Okay, yeah, that might help. Doing that and putting together a highlight reel. Yeah. Because I do genuinely enjoy video editing. It's something that I haven't got a chance to do in quite a while, but I do enjoy it. And it's what I studied at university in part. And I don't get nearly as many chances to do it as I would like. So yeah, wanting to get back into that and try and do some more. With that, I just have to not overdo it. Don't try and do too many things. Yeah. But yeah, like that and some merch and some more arts. Those are like my first things on the list with the new setup. And then I'll see where I go with that and see what I want to do after that. Yeah. Because yeah, highlight reels, if I can get markers working, that'd be good. But I, toy with the idea of doing some pre-recorded stuff. I think I was chatting with, was it Red or Lamb? I was chatting with someone. I was saying like doing like a short or like a video about looking back on the Retro Gauntlet, looking back on Final Fantasy, playing them for the first time in 2023, 2024. that could be a video. Yeah. There's also, I've had one video idea that I wanted, it's just in the back of, yeah, well, yeah, 2025, surely, yeah, exactly, well, whatever. But there's been a video I've thought about before, which is like a video detailing my favorite bit of environmental storytelling in Dark Souls. And the kind of storytelling you can only do in games, or you can much more easily do in games. I don't know. There's some things I want to try. But yeah, don't want to rush out and try and do like 50 different things at once, because that's how you burn out very quickly. That's how you're like, oh no. Yeah. I did install Blender on here. Because that could be a thing to play around with, but I have no ideas for that at the moment. I have no plans for that right now, but it is installed. I was putting together a Ninite installer for this machine. I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's put Blender in there. Why not? Is this Blender? Yes. What have you made with it? A cube! So many cubes. No. Yeah, Blender is a very intimidating program when you open it up. It's like, oh no. What does any of this mean? Yeah. Like I said, I have no plans for that right now, but, you know, the cube. Cube. Orb. Cube. Cube is much easier to make. They give you one for free to start with. Yeah. But yeah. Basically, like, getting back into the more creative outlet side of things is what I want to do. Defeat Cone? Not the cone. No. I mean, one of the like popular Blender tutorials is making a donut. So, you know, just playing with shapes. Make a tube. A lot of this year's Desert Bus was sort of very much based around simple shapes. Tubes, orbs, and cubes. I'm just... I missed the whole cube bit. I assume that was like a Nightwatch bit or a Zeta bit, I don't know. I missed the whole cube thing. But, you gotta miss something. Oh, a video? Yeah, okay, Nightwatch, yeah. I mean, I was staying up late, so I was catching like some bits of Nightwatch, but definitely not the back half of Nightwatch into Zeta. So yeah, anything that happens there and no Zeta at all, really. Oh, Ian's doing. Ah, yes. Well, actually, no, I catch like the last hour or maybe hour and a half of Zeta sometimes. But I was like, I am not moderating. I am lurking, and then when Dawn Guard rolls around, it's like, I'm here. Yeah, no, Dan Olsen was great. It was really fun to see him there for, I think he was there for like 2 days. sort of. But he was great. Really, really getting into it. His Wet Ones appearance was fantastic. That was a lot of fun. And I love how into like he basically did like an old school driver shift, like where he was driving for most of the time. It was, I don't know, it was great. Although I think my favorite thing is still the challenge he got to do to do a Dan Olsen, like a live Dan Olsen video about Desert Bus off the dome. And it was so funny to watch him just snap into like YouTuber Dan mode. And someone in the comments of that video on the YouTube channel was like, "I love to see Dan's magical girl transformation into YouTube Dan," which was that was really good. And seeing Mikey and Ben just lose it behind him was very funny. Yeah. No, that was great. Oh man. Actually, then what? Yeah. Here's something we've done before in previous years. Let me just. Here's what we can do. We're still doing the wind down from Desert Bus. Let me go to the full screen. Okay, yeah, I don't need the countdown widget anymore. I don't need the subtitle. Oh, thank you. I will look at the cube in a minute. Okay, let's just go over here. I'm just gonna, don't mind me, I'm just gonna play around with my with my various elements, since I moved them for Space Bus and I haven't moved them back yet. There we go. But yeah, the poster. You can look at the poster. With all the various bits and bobs. I believe the poster map is not, yeah, the poster map is not up to date. It is not finished. I think it's Sokar who works on that. Who does great work, but yeah, it's not quite there yet. There's still a few more, you know, all these bits up here to go. Yeah, I didn't get to see Graham and Rachel's They're Made Out of Meat live, but I did watch it on YouTube, and oh man, it was really good. It was really good. There's been so many versions of it done at Desert Bus over the years, but Graham and Rachel, like Graham particularly, really went hard on it, and it was great. So yeah, let's see, what do we have here? You know, start at the bottom, work your way up to go through the week, really. The tubes, Tubert, and all that. That completely, like, forgot about the Iron Chef bit at the beginning, but whatever. There's Jordan with her worms and orbs and Duolingo Owl, Matt Cat Enthusiast Wiggins, James with the box of syringes. Oh man. Yep. Time Boys with Jacob. There's Dan. It's the Sarah Surenday's Craft. Yes. Oh yeah, the Night Watch Simpsons intros were very good, and they figured out how to get the audio playing in both channels at the same time without the stream audio on like day 6. I'm sorry, I don't mean to, I'm so sorry. I know there's like handover and technical stuff, and that's why it's not straightforward, but it was kind of funny. It's like, okay, we figured it out on like the last day. I'm like, oh. No, engineering works very hard, but it was funny because like day 1 was like left channel, day 2 was right channel, day 3 was like no audio. It was like, what is gonna go wrong today? Oh dear. But anyway. Oh yeah, Taskmaster. Is there some Taskmaster on here? There is. Ben with the beans. Yep. Andrew with the fabulous makeup done by Jordan. Beej doing Beej things. Like I said, I caught the tail end of Zeta, which by that point they're usually just building Lego and with some smooth jams. So all the Zeta shenanigans is kind of front loaded, I think. But anyway, there's Beej doing Beej things. Ian, weather report. I'll go and check the poster map because I think everything above the garages is not on the poster map, but everything else is there. So I'll check that out in a sec. But yeah, the garages performed their farewell thing. I didn't catch a lot of it. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'm kind of on the outside of the garages stuff. I've listened to a few things. It's not really my... I don't know. It's not really my scene. I did enjoy Baseball back in the day. Go Wild Wings. But anyway, it's they're good music. It's just not my cup of tea, really. But they're all obviously very talented, very skilled people, and it meant a lot to a lot of people, and that's awesome. And supporting indie musicians is a good thing. So there you go. Yeah, I think I used the garages as a bit of a break, unfortunately. But that's entirely a me thing. But what do we have here? Okay, there's Ben with some beans, counting the beans. I don't know why he decided he needed to grab them with his hand in fistfuls of beans, but who knows. Logan with mad scientist Logan with the thick tang, which is and Matt versus Brett in the Beyblade finals. Graham and Kathleen doing, I'm not sure what, a bit something. Oh, that was this Ben. That's from when Ben went on the roof. Max and David playing together. I didn't see that. I always end up missing Max fiddling because they play usually in the back half of Night Watch. But I've watched Max's streams on Shark Fists on Twitch, and they make great music. And David playing the piano was a nice surprise because I caught some of that for Zeta. It's like, oh, and yeah. The Monty Python song. Oh, Graham was doing the Monty Python song. Ah, I see. Yeah, Max slowly accumulating musicians. Yeah. What's the Monty Python song that Graham does? Wait, he's wearing that hat. So is it? Oh, what's the one from Meaning of Life? I think it's that one. Why am I the Universe song? Yeah. Was it that? I think it was that. I'm only getting that because he's got the boater or whatever type of hat that is, which is the hat that Eric Idle wears or similar when he does that song. Yeah, no, Universe song, yes, and yeah, singing it to Kathleen. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, is that referee Matt in between Matt and Brett? It looks like it. Or is that Jordan? It's hard to tell. Glasses, beard. It's the hat. The hat. If he wasn't wearing that hat, I could tell. If he didn't have the hat on, I could tell more easily if it was Matt or Jordan. But yeah, Ref Jordan, that makes sense. Other bits down there. See, there's Jordan and Graham doing the first wet ones. Shel Silverstein crouching on the outside. Not one I saw live, but I did see that on the VST. What the heck? Oh yeah, Jig Paw torturing Mikey, Erica, and Jordan. That was a heck of a thing. Oh, Erica was so close to having a good smoothie, but completely biffed it with the pickle. Anyway, hey, it was... Yeah. Again, didn't catch this bit live, but I did go back. I did watch it on VST. Oh yeah, I love seeing the crafts kind of sneak in. Same, Haven. I was on the moderating team for Dawn Guard, so that's when I had to be paying attention. So Dawn Guard and Alpha Flight mostly, and a little bit of Night Watch. Probably more of Night Watch than I should have, but whatever. Like, I would basically have during Desert Bus, I usually just have it on, like, pretty much all the time. But I'm actively paying attention during Dawn Guard and then Alpha Flight, but less so during during Night Watch and such. But yeah. So yeah, Dawn Guard was odd this year. Not in a bad way, but it's just like, we're gonna review some products, and it got weird with them pretty much immediately. Dawn Guard had so much energy, I know. Yeah, I normally, people know this, I normally wake up fairly late in the day. If I'm left to my own devices, if I don't have anything else, if I don't have any obligations, I will wake up quite late. So there was a time when, particularly when we were low on moderators for Zeta Shift, I would be like, okay, I can get up early and mod Zeta because Zeta starts at like, I think at 8 a.m. I think it's 8 a.m. And I did that for a year or two, and then my body was like, no. Because I tried to do it, and I was like, no, this is not happening. And I'm like, oh. It's like, so for the past couple of years, I've just been like, I'm not going to adjust my sleep schedule. This is when I am available. I'm not even going to try. Which is, because I was like, you know, there was a time when we were very low on moderators for Zeta. And I still think it is like the least active shift in general. Understandably so. But we now pretty much have good coverage that there's at least one, if not 2 or 3 mods around at all times, or around for most of Zeta Shift, so don't have to feel like I need to. See, you keep saying that the Alpha Flight was chill, and I disagree, Keep. I really disagree that Alpha Flight was chill this year. I don't think it was. If anything, the energy was well, I don't know if it was like higher, but it was different because you have Ben and Andrew. And like, yes, Kathleen was not there for most of it, so it was not as much chaos. Or Kathleen's particular brand of chaos, but Kathleen also likes, you know, quizzes and things. And when Kathleen and Erica, you end up with a lot of only connect and, you know, which there was a fair amount. I felt like the energy was up this year for Alpha Flight. Like, did you see Task Asker? That was not chill. that was like, I think, yeah, no, I wouldn't say Alpha Flight was chill this year. I think the only chill shift this year was Zeta Shift. Everyone else was like varying amounts of high energy. Yeah, it was great to see her come in when she was I was just like immediately like chaos. Yeah. Oh, Ben counting the beans. I don't know why he grabbed them by the hand, like why he was like, I was gonna grab them barehanded. Why? Why would you do that? I feel like, I don't know, I mean, how are you gonna count a tin of beans? But you didn't. It's very odd. But I love that there was like, okay, Ben, count these beans. And then no one else had any other challenges. It's like, wait, you just made me count beans. Like, yep. Yeah, there was some food related stuff this year. Oh. Very, very damp, very, very wet. Yeah. Alright, let me go to the BST home. Let me check e-poster map. Make sure I have this right. I'm not necessarily going to click on it, but yeah. Oh yeah, if you love something, let it rip. Oh yeah, Adzi with the telepresence robot, like the actual telepresence robot. Shell, yeah. Oh yeah, the cutting promos. Rizzler and Yasking. Jigpaw's back. Yeah, wet ones. Yep. Ow. Oh yeah, the gaming armchair. Oh man, that was a cool thing. The orb. Worms. Time boys. Oh yeah, calisthenics. Yep. Dan. I might have seen the cake they had. I need to look it up again. Alright. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Tamio portrait. Ian, weather update. Okay. Beach's least favorite Pokemon. Calcifer. Right. And yeah, the Garrett Urges sign off farewell concert. Yeah. Oh yeah, response to the Alpha Flight promo. Yep. Camp Zeta. Yep. What I love is the product review bit immediately devolved because James had the idea for like one thing, one or two things, I think, and then it was just like, what am I gonna do now? It was like, yeah, and then it wasn't intended to be all tubes, but that's what it became. Yeah. Oh yeah, the responding to Alpha Flight in flag form. Yep. I do think that if it wasn't even more detrimental to my sleep schedule, I would want to try and stay up for more of Night Watch, because it seems like a lot of things that happen on there are very in line with some of the stuff that, you know, I enjoy, but I mean, it's all good. Yeah. Ah, the playlist. I'm just putting like little Easter eggs in there, like the new orb, and then that gives you a random dance party. But yeah, I definitely really enjoyed having Rachel on Night Watch again, because I think she was on Night Watch last year. Yes. Right, not the whole thing. She was here the whole time. Yeah. That was great. Oh yeah, I saw. Oh, I saw that the late night dub fight. Again, I caught the beginning of that. because I was going to bed and I was like, oh, I had it on my phone because like, oh, they're starting the dub fight. I shouldn't, but I kind of want to. And I'm glad I watched long enough to see Erica do that bit and just kill everybody. It was so funny. What was it? It was like I play the role of like I forget what it is, like, you know, little girl or something, and I think Graham says like they hand out all the roles, and it's like, ah yes, the roles you were born to play, and it's like, not me. It's like, oh god. It was everyone just creasing up. Oh my god, it was amazing. 10 out of 10. Let me see the revisions. No, wait, the evolution. Let's see the poster evolution. Boom, boom, burp, beep, blorp, boom. Excellent. Some graphs. Look at this. All right, enhance. This is when this is right at the end and squatting happened. You want to know the crazy thing about this graph is, by the way, and the total that was raised this year, like by the end of the run, it is I think it is like donations versus the algorithm. Can you do previous years? I don't know. Ooh, stream data. Used to be able to. But anyway. All years. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yes. Yeah. This year was the highest earning desert bus of all time. And by the end of the run. So I will remind you that Beach has not yet, and I believe has still not yet, added the total from the desert bus store onto this. This is still not counting the merch store, the merch sales. It's got the t-shirts in there because Fangamer dropped a bunch of money at several points, but this does not count this does not have the lure store numbers in it, because Beach was like, I'm going to sleep and I will add that when I have awoken from the beach sleep. So that's crazy, and that's going to go up even more. Like that total will get adjusted. Yeah, that's wild. Boom. Yeah. I don't know if that will hit over, like, what's the all years, not chat stats. Where is, I need to find like the VST milestones. Here we are. Okay, lifetime. Yeah, lifetime is 11,928,713. I don't know. That merch drop would have to be. Okay, I'm going to round that up to 29,000. So that would have to be 71,000. Yes, that's right. So that would have to be about we'll say about $72,000 to get them to 12 million lifetime. A lot of people, buying merch at the store, great. I doubt that it's going to be that much. Yeah, previous years it's been about 10k. So I suspect it will not get there. But what that does mean is that next year, if trends continue, and if they're able to raise a similar amount of money again, there is a very good chance of hitting 2 lifetime million milestones in the same run. The heck? Yeah. Because I think if that let's say it's like 10,000, you would need to raise you need to raise about 60,000. So within the first couple of days, I think. Within the first day, maybe. Hey, lamb. You would get to 12 mil lifetime, and then towards the end, you get to 13. So I feel like that's possible. Yeah, I don't think the loading ready run store drop is going to bring it up to 12 mil. That seems very unlikely. But yeah, that should mean next year you can go from 12 to 13. So kept those squats up going. We could have hit 12 mil before. Thank you. I don't know about that. So funny how that works. And there was no full song RTP this year. No, it has not happened because there was not one. Sure. Ooh, spreadsheets. Oh yeah, this is the log with everything. That's the tech test. I mean, look at this. This is what the VST is doing. Logging everything. I mean, look. This is why there's like, I don't know, 80 people in the VST. Something. It's something along that order of magnitude. $90. Okay. Yeah. Ah. Oh, roll call team page with all their stuff, with their links. Burn. You can look at the. You can look at all of these. Roll call. Yeah, man, look at all this. You can't understand anything Beach is saying, that's God's fault. What? Oh yeah, and then there are links to when there is a bit that they have a link to. God. This is the whole thing. Oh, so I'll link it when it's up. Oh, it's already up? I see. Oh, right. Discussion. Yeah. Logging everything. Good grief. Oh my god. Ah, right. Beyblading, yep. Yeah. Start editing a vid before it's ended. Yeah, the VST is privy to ancient or to arcane secrets beyond the ken of mortal folks. Not much for the day 8 tab, but you know, it's good. Just random. God, look at all of this. Dix's log is interesting because it's all a bunch of like side, you know, other things that the VST doesn't need. I did find it funny that, or interesting that there was a few mentions of the Givagami stuff this year, which Dan, I think in particular, found interesting because it was, those were all, the Givagami being the donation drive amounts that have not been used. And so a couple of times they deliberately went for like, yeah, let's let's use one that we haven't used before. And it was like, there's a lot of ones that are clustered around like the top end of the dollar, like $4.99 or like $5.99. No one does that. Yeah, try and get them all the ones under $10. Try and tick them all off at some point. It's funny, actually, again, thinking about VST and chat log, I did get a message before the run this year of like, oh hey, by the way, Sokar or no, was it Sokar or someone from the VST was like, are you doing GIF stuff this year? And I was like, no, I haven't. Just sort of, hold on, I need an implement. Just like, I haven't heard that name in a long time. It's like, no, I'm not. But because they folded the GIF making people into sort of tertiary adjunct of the VST. So I think they're just like, you know, extending an offer to me to do the same thing. And I was like, nah, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. I haven't done that in ages. Besides, I tried to edit or open a GIF in Photoshop the other day, and it was like, you don't have QuickTime installed. I was like, wait, do I need to do that? What's going on? So I wouldn't have been any good to make any anyway. Something was up with like it wasn't cooperating. I don't know why. But yeah. No, I was like, no, I'm okay. Because I think they got access to the VST's technologies like maybe a year or two ago, but now they've been officially folded in. Of like, okay, you're part of the VST, but not like the VST part of the VST. You know, that's why I say tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. Yes, there we go. Technological distinctiveness was added to the VST. Yep. But yeah, because they have the because you cannot now you can't clip Desibus anymore. Because clips would get dinged for copyright as well. So they had to get them into, and clips were a good way to get footage for GIFs if you missed it immediately, which was often often the case. So yeah, it made sense to fold them in, but I was like, I'm good. I appreciate the offer, but I'm good. I'm not going to be doing that this year. Hey, blue chloroplast. Yeah, all hail the VST. Oh, we have image GIF cells. Video cells, poster, driver, prizes, everything. Prize archive? Oh, that's all the live auctions. Oh, it's loading. Oh, something I missed. Did Jacob return at any point during? Because I know he was briefly there to do the suitcase giveaway. But did he come back? Ah. Because I know they were going to do the Jacob gives you his time and talents giveaway. And I don't know if that happened. I assume it did. I'm pretty jet lagged. Yeah, understandable. Okay, no, they did do that one. They did do it. He just wasn't there. 9,000. Pretty good. Pretty good. Love the image for that one. Oh, the travel case. Oh, that must have happened. That happened on Zeta, didn't it? Very nice. Yeah. Oh, the cows. So cute. Oh yeah, man, the box. The box. The Tinkerer's Toolbox raising 40,000 was crazy. Because I was surprised at how many people I saw in chat be like, I've been saving my war chest for this. I was like, wow, okay, a lot of people into Tinkerer's Toolbox. Yeah. It just went. Yeah, I do not have a. I was like, this is really nice, really well made. I do not have a use for it, right now. So, and I think by that point in the run, I was like, I kind of am at the limit of like I've donated. I've you know, I'd be stretching things to put any more in. I don't, you know. I mean, yes, it would make a good. It would have made a good gun plus station. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, the thing with like the props, replicas, and so on, is that like that's a display piece. Like for me, it's like that's to put that up on your mantelpiece or whatever. I'm not gonna be doing like a 40k chainsaw cosplay or a Destiny cosplay. You put that on. I hung it on me wall. You know, that's what that's for. But this is art. But no, I get it. I get you. It's art of a sort. Chainsaw is very cool. Yeah, Sam does awesome work. I love that they got to show off that it goes brrr. Yes. It's crazy to me that Sam is still just a hobbyist, I guess. Because if you'd said like, oh, Sam does this professionally, I would believe you. You know. Yeah, no, that was awesome. And that one for like 65,000. I'm only sort of very tangentially involved, like into 40k, not even that really. I have a bunch of Space Marines that I want to paint, but they didn't belong to me, but I have the okay to go ahead and paint them just for the heck of it. And I played like Dawn of War back in the day, so you know, it's a cool thing. I wouldn't have anywhere to put this though. I might be able to display the Destiny gun, but not that. But yeah, like 65,000, yes. And, you know, it's tradition now at the end of the run, a replica sword or weapon of some kind. And it just goes, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Well, you know, it's always important to not, to be like, you know, we'll see what happens, and people have got their own stuff going on, so hope it'd be nice to see another item from him next year, but you don't want to put any pressure on anyone. Ah, oh, allergic to, because of the feathers. Ah, I suppose if they are real feathers, yeah. Oh, man. That chocobo quilt as well. Again, it was this point I was like, you know, be stretching it. I did consider putting in for that, but I didn't in the end. What did I put in for? What did I? There's a few. I remember I put in for the big bag of dice and the chair. I definitely put in for the chair because that's a cool chair, and I need a new chair. Although I don't know how well it would actually have worked for streaming because it was probably a little lower than this one. I don't know. And not on wheels. Yeah, I'd say basically whenever the big bag of dice comes around, I'm like, oh, yes, let me put it in for that. Do I need a big bag of dice? Well, no, but do I want a big bag of dice? Yes. I think I might have put in for the suitcase as well. Yeah, I think I did put in for the suitcase. Oh, not for that, but I think I did for the shawl as well. Maybe there were like one, and then it was only like 1 or 2 entries for some of these. Oh man, didn't put in for that. Oh, the bag, the messenger bag, yeah. Oh yes, no, I definitely put in for the Gunpla, the Gundam, because this thing was so cool. Matt when he was showing it off on camera, it was like, oh my god, so much work went into this. Yeah. If I hadn't just bought a new PC, I might have put in for this for this. But man, the Slurm vending, man, that was so cool. Good news, everyone! It raised $25,000. GIF. I've ended a giveaway. Inform the men. Yeah. Minecraft, matcha. Yeah. I wanted to put in for this, but this happened overnight, so I missed it because like, oh right, of course this happens on Zeta because it's the Zeta bag. Big bag of dice. Yes. Yeah. Yes, my Gunplas. You can see they sit all the way up there. You cannot see them in this angle, this small bit. Yeah, I don't Minecraft nearly enough to want to put in for that. And besides, I feel like, you know, if I'm on duty to be moderating, I probably shouldn't be playing Minecraft at the same time. But I could do it during like Alpha Flight. But I was like, you know what? No, I've never put in for that, and I'm not really interested in it. But I do really enjoy seeing what people get up to. It's always fun to see that. Yeah. Oh yes, and then the Penn and Teller giveaway that they always, there's always something, right? They show up. What always surprises me is like it always seems to happen like last minute. Not quite last minute, but it's never on the website before they call in. When they call in, it's like, oh, and I'm going to give this away. And then they're like, oh, okay, we're going to do it. Here we go. They've done that so many times. It's like, and yeah, a trip to see them in Vegas, which is great. Yeah. This is how they roll, yeah. Yeah, we never got to see Pen calling because that got delayed because of technical difficulties, and then I think that meant he wasn't available, which is unfortunate. But Teller called in, and that was nice. And again, I wanted to put in for some. I was like, oh, maybe these bags, but again, they happened during Zeta, I think, so I missed it. But then I wouldn't have put in for something else. Oh man, RogueQuest. I love the idea of making a craft and trying to manifest a RogueQuest Japan, you know, RogueQuest sequel. Yeah. Man, Minish Cap, cross stitch, that was so cool. Oh, right, there was more dice, yeah. The mini museum. Oh, that reminds me. I found something the other day when I was clearing stuff out. Hold on. It's not the only thing I have, but I found a mini museum piece that I have. What we have here. Let me go back to the booth. A piece of medieval 15th century chainmail. I think this is from year one of Mini Museum. This is definitely from the You Pick VG prize lot that I won way back when, in like, I don't know, I want to say 2015 or it's within from 2014 to 2016. It might be 2016, but yeah, single piece of chainmail. cut that frame, put it in there. Wow. Yeah, I have the Fallout bobblehead, as you can see. Well, you probably can't see, but it is back there. And there are some other things, you know, around. But I found this when I was cleaning. I was like, oh, right, a piece of 15th century chainmail from Mini Museum. I'm just gonna adjust the video some more because now I'm looking at it. Don't need to be quite so sharp. Black and white. Oh no. There we go. There we go. That looks better. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, yes. Sorry, fiddling with stuff there. The only problem with this monitor now is that the webcam clip hangs down over it, so it's got like the little notch taken out of it like it's an iPhone. And it is continually bugging me. It's not the biggest problem, but it is annoying. Because this monitor has less of an edge around it at the top. Because I swapped out a monitor, because the old monitor I had that I was going to use was experiencing some issues with using HDMI. And it was continually blacking out when you would go to like full screen something or move a video around. So I was using another monitor to set up the old PC, so I swapped. I was able to do a swapsies. But this new monitor is now primary monitor, and the little notch taken out. Ah, it's annoying me. Oh, the silent auctions. What do these end up going for? Oh, I hadn't seen the animated thing of the opening. Ooh. Open the iris. Oh. And basically you don't end up putting in for silent auctions because they go very high. Yeah. It's funny. I showed some of these to my family, and Mum was very interested in the handmade watercolors. And I was like, well, that's going to go way beyond my means to donate to it. But I sent her the link to the Crafters Etsy store. But sadly, they do not ship to the UK, which I was kind of expecting, because I was like, I don't think they will, because I think they're in California, and it's like, yeah, that's not. Ever since you have to collect VAT yourself as a small store, it's basically been impossible. Which was a really stupid change. Ooh, my playlist. Oh, you're going to see all my secrets. No, it's fine. Put it down there. People making DS9 mugs do not ship to the UK. Yeah, basically, if you're a small store or an individual, you have to get, I forget exactly what it is, but you basically have to be, is it certified or licensed or whatever it is to collect VAT, and the process of doing that is expensive and not really worth it for a lot of people. So they just don't. Oh man, that Harp Road was so good. Crab. Yeah, bureaucracy hole. Yeah, exactly. Actually, I'm curious. It costs a ton annually. Yeah. Nowadays, state tax is also annoying. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Let's see. 3. Okay, 6,000 for that one. I'm curious as to what the most earningest silent was. The Gaia subroutines went for 8.4. We beat 8.4. No. Okay. Yeah, so the Gaia subroutines quilt was the highest earning silent auction at $8,489. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that donation come through, put together to win the bucket of crabs. Well, how does that work though? Like, does everyone get a crab and then someone gets the bucket? A crab for everyone. A crab in every house. With a raffle if too many donated. Yeah. Yeah, the highest. Yeah, Sarah Serinde's TARDIS cross stitch was the highest earning live auction at 6,700. Also, man, I had a lot of like real back and forths in auctions this year. It was great. Had some proper like knockdown, drag out battles. It's fun, you know. In previous years, we've definitely had a few times where someone has come in and been like 5,000, and then no one else can do anything because they're like, oh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, last year it was just like 6,000. Like, oh. Like, oh well, all right then. Because it's funny, right? Basically, well, some live auctions can raise as much as giveaways, and a lot of giveaways don't raise as much, you know. But giveaways definitely have a higher ceiling than live auctions and silent auctions, considering that I'm pretty sure that this year the highest earning giveaway was the motorized chainsword, which was 65,000. You know. So you know, you wonder of like, well, why are live auctions still a thing? Because there's a chance that, particularly for some of these, like the TARDIS cross stitch or the bag or whatever, it's like, yeah, and it would make more money. But yeah, the answer is because they're fun, like they are entertaining, and that's, you know, that's part of it. That's why it's good. It was good to have some real back and forth, because someone just coming in and being like 8,000 and then leaving. It's just like, well, very happy for charity, but that's just, oh, it's not particularly exciting, but well, there you go. Yeah. Although my the funniest thing though was, what was it? I think it was for Iris of Aether's crafts of the mist giveaway, the mist diorama. I think it was for the mist diorama. Where was it, the mist diorama where their mum won the giveaway? I think it was that one. And I was like, oh no, I just put in to support it. No, please, someone else can have it. And I was like, okay, now we have to confirm this, so we have to redraw, which was so wild. But yeah, I think it was for the Mist book. Might be wrong. Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, if you have a big war chest of cash money, then auctions are going to be better for you, because yeah, you still have a higher chance if you dump it all on a giveaway, but there's no guarantee. Whereas with a live auction, you can actually, you know, throw that around and more reliably win it, perhaps. Yeah. Chainsaw did rev. It did go burr. Yep. Chainsaw goes burr. I need to remember I have an unlockable scroll wheel now. I can just go whee. Bonk. Yeah. Yep. No, it goes burr. And ships with, it was both a normal set of teeth and a softer set of teeth that are safer but don't quite get the same action on the track. But if you're taking it as like a cosplay, then you probably want to use those. We learned the Moonbase has no batteries, no AAAs. Yeah. Also just do that. Sweeteners and merch. Ah, yeah. Oh man, I made sure to put in for my my mod doubloon. So that should show up eventually. It's not the first time Canada Post has gone on strike during Desert Bus, because it tends to happen in November for reasons I don't remember, but it is just kind of around that time of year. Probably because it's heading into the holidays when it will be most disruptive to strike, because everyone's going to be sending mail for the holidays. So if you want to strike in a way that is, you know, maximally disruptive to as you know, part of that, then yeah, this is a good time to do it. I suspect, or it might just be when they negotiate stuff. I don't know. But yeah, it's not the first time. They've dealt with it before. And if they're going, but if your stuff was coming from PMC fulfillment, that's not affected. But if it's coming from the moon base, then you know. Ah, right. Yeah. Emailing back and forth to Canadian customers. Yep. That's the thing, you know, strikes are meant to be disruptive. That's how they work. Yeah. But I think in the end, I mean, they'll get there in the end. It might just take a while. Yeah. Certainly now that everyone has given Erica all their phone numbers for shipping. That was a thing. Ah, we would be in Dawnguard right now. Playlists. Yeah, eventually just calling out on stream was very funny. I kind of realized afterwards, it's like, oh, why? I don't know why you weren't calling them out before, but because when Erica called them out by name, it worked. Because and otherwise it just didn't seem to. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, shipping has been trying to reach you about your phone number. Because now you need that to make international shipping, or just shipping in general, a lot easier and cheaper. Yeah. I don't know. It's just the way it is. Yeah. Spreadsheets. Yeah, not a full RDP. Oh, right. Yeah, right. Because you get randomdance.party, which is just takes you to a video of the RDP. Like, I'm not trying to get content ID'd, but there you go. That's from 2019. Can I just do like, yeah, from DB8? God, that was 10 years ago. 2023. These all just low. Give me the high quality, the highest quality JPEGs, perhaps. Yeah, I'm not gonna turn the audio on because I might get dinged. But there we are. DB. This is, yeah, Desibus 7. Oh man. Yep, 7 again. Well, because no, was 7 the first year with the no? Well, with a random dance party button was. Yeah, this might have been 7. Ah, 10. Oh, Liz. Oh, man. I was so disappointed for everyone that Liz couldn't make it this year, because she was supposed to be on Dawnguard, and then some scheduling thing happened that meant she couldn't make it, which is a real shame. Oh, that's horrifying. What is going on? Oh, so many of the virtual buses were cursed. Why is Ben doing this? Why? There you go, that's from last year. Marginally, you know, less cursed. Random Dance Gritty. Oh no. But yeah, no, this is my 15th? Or is it 16th? Oh god. Indexing. Okay, my first Desert Bus was 3. This is Desert Bus 18. So 1. Yeah, this is 16th. 15th? 16th? I always mess it up. Yeah, 16th. Yes. Yeah, because it's 15 years, but add 1 because of because of watching the first one. Yeah, 15 years on from that one. Because I remember my first exposure to Desert Bus was actually right after Desert Bus 2 finished. Because my brother was watching it and some Loading Ready Run stuff, and he sent me the link to the Desert Bus killed the video star, and I was like, what is this? Wait, this looks like fun. Oh, I just missed it. Are they doing it again? And it turns out they are doing it again in the next year. And then I started watching Loading Ready Run videos. I think my first lure video was CSI. So started watching that, and then started hanging out on the lure forums, watching more of their stuff. So by the time Desert Bus 3 came around, I'd been watching lure for a bit, so I was familiar with more of the people involved and all that. And that was a great time. And I think Desert Bus 3 was the first time they had the craft along and things. Yeah, and that's where I met a lot of people here. That's where I started hanging out there. And then, yeah, since then on, it's all been, 3, 4, 5, all of that stuff. 7 is where the first Space Bus happened, because I've talked about this before, but for some of these years, somewhere between Desert Bus 3 and 6, so it was really probably only for a couple, there were Desert Bus pre-shows where you had like the Double Clicks and Molly Lewis doing music and stuff like that beforehand, and then they weren't going to do it for Desert Bus 7 because of reasons that I don't remember, but which are probably very good reasons. So I was like, well, I'll do my own pre-show with blackjack and spaceships. And so that happened, and then it kept happening. 7 was a big year for me because of that, and also that's when I figured out how to make GIFs of things. And I went so hard on that. I think up to when I start pulling back, it was around 11. Still in use today. I haven't talked to Malk in quite a while, rather, who is the person who set up the server that has my GIFs on it. And sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But I don't know. One of the things I want to look into at some point is redoing my website and probably putting somewhere on there to host the GIFs there. But again, that's in the list of things to do, the to-do list, for the sort of soft reboot of everything. But yeah, it was like I think I remember I had it was an absurd number of GIFs from 7. It was like several hundred. It was over 500, and it was a very absurd number. That was still the most I ever made. I didn't make that many the next year. It just kept going down until eventually I was like, oh yeah, I should probably just stop, because between trying to do this and trying to mod, I'm like, this is taking up too much of my mental bandwidth. And it's becoming and then it started to become like a job. I was like, it's not fun anymore. I'm just feeling the anxiety from the pressure of getting it done and making it. And I was like, you know what? No, enough. because at that point, and I think that was, I don't remember though. Oh, where did I stop? I can look this up real quick. Okay, so the last one I have a folder for is 2019. And there's not that many in there. Yes. So I think 2019 is the last time. Yeah, 2019 was the last time I made GIFs for anything. Oh, well, no, that's not true. I made 1 or 2 as like special, as a sort of special occasion after that. But yeah, 2019, which was, oh crap, which year, which year of Desert Bus was that? This is 18, and that was 5 years, so 13? Yes, I am correct. It was Desert Bus 13 was the last time that I actively GIFed things. And so after that, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna chill out and watch and mod, and that was definitely the right choice because I was already severely winding down. But I'm like, okay, now I don't have to worry about that. I can just relax. It's fine. And there are people out there making really good stuff still, you know. I might forget some, but Asian Insect, Random Trivia, Feminine Desires, there was a whole, they did get read off as part of this. Couldn't pick a username, I think. I forget who else. But they're out there making good stuff. And also, we should not forget Simon, who actually was the first person to make GIFs for Desert Bus, is who gave me the idea. And he made like a small number, and I just went insane during some. Yes, BT yes, BT yes. I knew I was going to miss some of those names, but yeah, Simon started making those, Simon AG, and we actually collaborated on a prize for, I want to say 7 or 8, and it was taking animated GIFs and making them into small lenticular cards. It was his idea, and I just put in some suggestions. So I have technically contributed to a prize at Desert Bus, but it was his initiative, and I was like just putting suggestions in for ones to use. And yeah, those were often put in as like additional things during 8. The funniest thing was, I think looking back, it was a very unusual prize, and very much you could see what I remember is that the crew were like, I don't know what to do with these. They're neat, but I don't know what we're gonna do with these to give them away. But they did. They found a way. I wonder who has those now. I wonder where they are all these years later. 10-ish years later. I wonder. But yeah. So yeah, I have actually kind of given a prize to the bus, sort of. No, it must have been at 8. Because he wasn't at 9. Because he was there in person to explain them and to give them away. And that was definitely 8. So yeah, it was 8. But yeah, no, I was like, my rule for a lot of things is I'm gonna keep doing it as long as it keeps being fun. That's what I got for streaming and for Space Bus and for Desert Bus and all of that stuff. And by Desert Bus 2019, in fact before that, it had stopped being fun to give things. It had stopped being fun for me, so I was like, no, we're gonna stop doing that. Because it definitely helped that there were more people doing it, because when it was mostly just me, because it was for a few years, the problem was, and this is not anyone's fault really, is that I set too high an expectation in the first in Desert Bus 7. Because then it was the expectation of like, oh, and the GIF of that will be in chat in 3, 2. I was like, just going like, trying to make it happen. And I was like, oh no. Like having that pressure and expectation on me was like, I set myself up for that, to be honest. But yeah. Let me tell you, by the way, the one thing that became something that they started doing that I both loved and hated was when they would try and do recreations of GIFs, which was very fun, but also it's like, okay, now I can't skip these. I felt like, oh, I can't just, let that happen. I have to get a GIF of the recreation of the GIF. And James doing like 10 challenges in 10 minutes or whatever. It's like, oh, yeah, it ended up being way too involved, which is why I stopped doing it. Yeah, man. Like I said, I got invited to get brought into tertiary adjunct of the Video Strike Team Unimatrix, but I turned it down because I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But part of me is very curious to see what it looks like for the GIF makers on their end, because I remember what my process was like, and it is assuredly easier to do it the way that they're doing it. It probably is. Oh god. Because like, let me tell you, I can tell you exactly what my process was, because it was GIF Cam and Photoshop, and that was it, at least for the first year. It was like, have a GIF Cam window over the Desert Bus stream, and then capturing it, cropping it, and exporting it. It was literally just that. So you had to be very quick on the draw. Had to be like, yeah, get it. Which was a problem sometimes. Well, it became a problem when people expected it, and I was like, oh no. And I think one year I basically, what did I do? Yeah, I had the normal stream, and then I had another instance of the stream routed through VLC. It was routed through VLC specifically so that I could artificially delay it by like 10-15 seconds. So if I saw something happen, I could capture the whole thing, not miss the beginning of it. But that was a pain in the ass. That was a pain to do. That was such a pain to make that work. And because I'm one of those monsters who switches their computer off overnight, I had to set it up every day. It was... anyway. So that's... yeah. That's why that all stopped. Blah. Yeah. Also just not going to think about the fact of how long ago Desert Bus 7 was, and how much and how different it is to have to be trying to do that in your 20s versus your 30s. If I'm doing my maths right. Yeah, I am. Ah. Hmm. Oh man, there's so many spells. I do remember when it was on Justin TV. I do. Remember when we used IRC chat up until Desert Bus 8. Like all the way up until Desert Bus 8. I think it was, yeah, it was Ustream and just, yeah. Because I remember for 8, it was a big deal about switching to Twitch chat. And that's when I got brought on as a moderator, because we needed moderators for the Twitch chat, and I'd been a loading ready run Twitch chat mod at that point. At least I think so. Yes, no, that's right. And you know, a sort of familiar member of the community, and that's when Lamb sent me a DM or something like Nick Fury saying he wants to talk to me about the Avengers Initiative. It's like, I want to talk to you about the moderator initiative. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, sure, I'll do that. But yeah, people were mad about the switch from IRC to Twitch chat. People were real mad about it. But you got to remember, that was in 2014. Yeah, 2014 was 8. Yes, that was in 2014, which was just before Twitch, or was it around the time Twitch was not really taken off in the same way that it has nowadays. Because nowadays it just seems like not inevitable, but just, you know, expected. It's like, oh yeah, Twitch chat. You'd be on the you're doing a Twitch stream, you're gonna have the Twitch chat. Yeah, obviously. But it was not at the time. Yeah. And the Twitch chat was open to direct people to IRC. Yeah. Amazon bought it in 2014. It was on its way up. That's true. But yeah, it was. Yeah, there was a big. There was a lot of consternation about switching to Twitch chat, but it's worked out all right since then. It's definitely gotten better in the last few years since Twitch added a bunch more moderation tools. Because it was, you know, there was a while there where it was kind of a bit messy and awkward. Just let them stream to at the same time. Yeah. And we use Chatty, but yeah, that's the thing. We all picked up Chatty because it was much better for moderating. You could click on, you know, you could do things like click on someone's name and pull up a list of their chat log and time them out and do all that stuff, which is something you can do now on Twitch. You can do that a little bit. I still use Chatty because I'm familiar with it, and I think it is still slightly better for some things. But yeah, Twitch has gotten a lot better about native moderating tools in recent years. Which has been good. But yeah, I think the onboarding document for the mods still says you need to have Chatty. Because we do things like share or setups for it, and like user lists, and you know, here's how to do this, put them on, you know, highlighting and whatever. One of the nice things about Chatty is being able to highlight certain words and phrases. We did have auto mod on this year at a sort of low power level, which did help with a few bits and pieces. I don't know if we're going to look into more things we can do with that. going forward, but it seemed to work okay. Yeah, it caught. Like I said, I don't think we were using it at its full potential. You know, you can set it up to catch a lot more stuff. I think someone mentioned it's like low. I don't know exactly technically how much it was doing, but it was doing something. It did catch a couple of things. Yeah. No, I mean that's about right though, Lamb. It wasn't pinging that often. And again, it's gotten better, so that's the sort of thing that we could make use of for a lot of the stuff that we tend to get rid of, like swears and certain other topics and such. We could automate that with AutoMod potentially. Maybe that's something we'll look into. Have to manually allow beach. Oh, maybe we can do that though. You can add permitted terms to AutoMod with a duration, so you can permit you can permit beach and I don't know, set it to expire in like 20 years. I don't know exactly what you would need to do, but like that one, and then dealing with some stuff as they come up would probably be fine. Yeah, because basically nowadays, like, the job of the moderators, there's very little like actual like there's very little we have cracking down on stuff, because a lot of it is just very straightforward. We have a good community, and chat is pretty well trained. But no, like, we've cultivated a good community in there, mostly self-regulating. It's when you get new people coming in who don't know all the rules and stuff, that's when you have to deal with a few things, but most of the time it's like just not knowing. One thing we did this year was we eased up on the restrictions on emotes and caps, because previous years we were very strict about that. Which was we ended up like sort of softly loosening those during the runs, because particularly when people would come in with big raids, they would often post like big caps or lots of emotes, because that was their raid message or whatever, and people were timing them out or deleting the messages, I guess. And we realized, like, that's not a great first interaction. If you're really excited to come over here and like, woo, we're here, woo, and then you're excited and you get your message deleted or you get timed out or whatever, that's not a great first impression. We don't want a lot of spam of stuff, but we also don't want to drive people away. So during the run, we were like, okay, we can, if someone comes in during a raid, we can just remind them of the limits. Don't actually delete their message. And so this year we were like, okay, let's not have the hard and fast rule of like 7 emotes and like no all caps messages. Let's play it by ear. Let's just let it, let's use our best judgment. And I think that worked pretty well. Honestly, I think it did. The only issues we had with that was reminding people that we had made that decision. There were some mods who were like, right, sorry, yes, I forgot we were doing that or whatever, which is fine, So that was like a little tweak, but that's where we're at now. We're now at the point of fine-tuning these things. Like little things like that. And I think overall it worked pretty well. We didn't get a lot of emote spam or cap spam. Like loosening that restriction didn't cause any issues, I think. So yeah, I think that was the right call. The funny thing is also when we get to the end of the run and chat starts going crazy, we basically just stop trying to keep a hold of it anyway, because there's just basically no point. How to behave at Desert Bus? I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing with slow mode near the end. Here's the thing we've discovered with slow mode. The only real point of slow mode. Here's the only slow mode you ever need as a big channel. Slow mode 5 seconds. Because we've had this before. We've tried slow mode like 2 minutes or like 30 minutes. We've tried it in previous years. It makes no difference. Because the problem is not we have a bunch of people spamming messages one after another. It's that there is like 5,000 people in the chat. And slow mode does absolutely nothing when that's the case. Slow mode does not help with that. All you ever really need is like slow mode like 5 seconds. So that people can't. That also stops bots from doing spam because they all post like one after another. Slow mode like 5 seconds, just so that people can't immediately like spam that like that. But yeah, when you have like thousands of people in the chat, you can't slow mode your way out of it because yeah, it's loads of people all posting at the same time. And slow mode does absolutely nothing. It does not help. It does not help. It only serves, in fact, it only serves to frustrate people. And, make people angry. It just annoys people. So yeah, we stopped doing that. we stopped doing that because it was not helping. I forget when we stopped doing it, but yeah. Yeah, I get the impulse to be like, oh, slow mode, slow down, but yeah, that was yeah, we had those discussions and yeah, I did bring it up. It's like, no, that's not helping because that's not the problem. And yeah, we eventually settled on like, yeah. It was I remember it a lot more earlier on, yeah. But yeah, no, recent years we've been like, no, that doesn't actually do anything. We played around with like emote mode and sub, like we set the chat to sub mode in the off years, in the off season, as it were. And yeah. Although the funny thing is, I haven't really talked about this with mods and like discussion, and I think it's a fine thing to do to set it to do that. But some part of me just wonders about that because I'm like, is that strictly necessary? I guess it's so that we don't have to be keeping an eye on it, but like, I don't know. It's probably fine. Haven't thought about it that much, but part of me just goes like, I don't know why we need to do that, but don't know if we necessarily need to do that, but I don't know what. I was trying to think of like, what does GDQ do that? They might. I don't know. Who knows? It's no big deal either way. Yeah, that's what part of me thinks. It's like, I wonder if it, there's the community building aspect of it, but I don't know. I haven't thought about it too seriously. I tell you what's going to be interesting though. We've got a mini bus to look forward to in the spring. So that's going to be interesting. And we're going to need to figure out what we're going to do for moderation at that point. Mostly just who's going to be available. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that is the thing, Lam, yeah. But yeah, it's not summer, it's like spring bus, whatever it is, minibus, spring bus, who knows, Scooty Bus Junior. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I think James said it's gonna be virtual, it's gonna be smaller, and they're still figuring out what it's gonna be. And I have to, and I should reiterate that, like, I do not have. I know basically the same thing as everyone else. So yeah, I don't know any more about it. Although we did know it was being talked about earlier than everybody else knew. So hey, Symph, how you doing? Good work on the Minecraft server this year, by the way. But yeah, no. I don't know. You let me. I'll think of something. I don't know. Yeah, we knew about minibus like roughly a year ago because they were gonna be like, hey, we're probably gonna need to figure out, moderation and so on. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. But it's still up in the air as to exactly what form it's gonna take. So yeah, we'll need to have some people around to moderate that. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. We'll see what it's going to be. Because I remember this is something they talked about when they announced the like working groups. It was like, are we going? We want to try and look into expanding Desert Bus into other things, doing other smaller events. Using their expertise to help out other events or whatever it is, just to try and build it out some more. From just because over the years they've been doing this, they've now built up a lot of very specific technology and a big knowledge base among the crew that is pretty unique and very useful, and like trying to expand that outside of just this 1 week in November, which I think is a great idea, because there's a lot of things that could benefit from that, and a lot of like, you consider all the virtual technology they built during the pandemic, during lockdown and stuff. Yeah, I want to experiment with that format. Yeah, virtual bus. Yep. Yeah. Details TBD. But yeah, that's the thing. Virtual bus makes it easier to bring in guests. You don't get the excitement of the in-person thing, but you can bring people in, availability and from around the world. They don't have to be all in the same location. They got it working pretty well. Yeah. So yeah, good for different types of bits. Yeah, exactly. What I can see happening, what I hope, just purely for, I don't know, I guess kind of selfish reasons, but it's like, Desert Bus in November stays Desert Bus, or stay, that, and then we have these ancillary things, like we have the main bus in November, and then these sort of other the other stuff, now they have a consistent space to set up, was as smooth as it's ever been. A lot of pressure, leaves room to experiment. Yeah, for sure. That's a nice thing about having a consistent space, especially just not having to rent out somewhere else as well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm excited for a virtual spring bus, and we'll see what else happens. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it kind of comes to something I talked about before, before the stream or before the bus started. Was that one of the difficult things is when you go into the week of Desert Bus, and it's this lovely, fun, positive space where you're doing some really great things, you're having a great time and doing all of that stuff. And then when you come out of it, you have to go back to the real world, and that's hard enough. You know, that can be a jarring thing at the best of times, and during the worst of times, it's particularly jarring, which it is this year. And I remember, and I said at the end of Space Bus, is like, it's a good idea to try and keep that spirit going beyond Desert Bus. Try and keep that, try and bottle that feeling and that thing that you get during Desert Bus, and keep it with you for the rest of the year. And having other Desert Bus events during the year will definitely make that easier. You know. Yeah. Let's spin this out into sort of, you know, stretching out. Keep that going. Yeah, I think that was something that they mentioned as like something they would think about, or maybe, I don't know if they mentioned it, or I imagine it's something they are thinking about, is like having an audience, doing the GDQ thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Part of it's like, it's purely selfish because I've been watching it for a long time, and it is comforting and it means a lot to me. But I'm like, you know, I don't want the I don't want the main Desert Bus thing to change too much, because I think that vibe is very, I don't know, it's important to me. But doing a Desert Bus live does also seem like it would be really cool and a lot of fun. That's the thing. I wouldn't want it to replace the main one, but like a secondary, like, live Desert Bus, yes, that would be fun. Absolutely. Doing it GDQ style. Yeah. But yeah, you think, how would that work? Because do you just do Desert Bus but on a stage in front of people? Would that work? I don't know. Desert Bus live for like 3 days over a PAX weekend or something. Yeah, because I don't think you could do. I don't know that you. Oh, I'm just thinking of like the logistics of doing like Desert Bus for 7 days in front of an audience. Would be, woof. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But like a smaller live event for sure. Desert Bus is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Yeah. Yeah. And I have to wonder, it's like, you know, oh yeah, it would be so expensive to do. You wonder like how much can we change around and still keep it the same, because like, you know, you feel like the Desert Bus, the game, has to be part of it in some way, right? But then does it? I don't know. Not necessarily. Who knows? They're experimenting. Bussing around and finding out. Yeah, we literally just drive a real bus. Well, someone did that, not from the Desert Bus crew, but it was like, I remember, was it Fangame? Someone did like a drive along with them, yeah. Because Fangame is in Tucson, that's right. Yeah. I forget what year that was, but yeah, they did do that. Hangout watch. Oh, like a stream watch party live. Yeah. That could be a thing. Because my other thought is like, you'd have to, if you're doing it as a live show, you would have to be like pre-planned or like bits, or almost it would be like an improv comedy show, kind of like the, you know, like or like Synaptic Chaos Theatre would do back in the day, you know, because some of them have experience with that. Like doing a late night dub fight or something like that, or whatever. that would be like the sort of, I don't know, what's the word, closest analog, or the easiest thing to do, maybe, to do a live show. In-person LAN party-esque space, yeah. I think the issue with a lot of the sort of ideas for a live thing is that I don't know that playing Desert Bus itself as part of a live show actually works. Because it works for a long, like, in marathon stream, because it's just kind of in the background and it's going on. It's not the focus. It's just kind of happening, and then I crashed. And then everything else is the focus. But doing that on stage, like in front of a live audience, I don't know. I don't think it works quite as well, because you have to play to the audience. You have to do stuff for the crowd. And then it becomes very odd to have people doing that and also have somebody sitting there playing Desert Bus. And with the length of a live show, unless it's like 8 hours long, you're not going to get a chance to score a point or do anything interesting. So you would have to maybe do it like Desert Bus themed, in the sense like taking things from the game and doing things around that, but actually playing the game itself, I don't think would have. I don't think it would work. I don't know. I'm just purely just spitballing, throwing stuff out here, speculating. I don't know, but I feel like it would be hard to do that well. So you'd have to take a different approach to it. Don't know. But yeah, projector of the gameplay recorded in the background to tie it in. Like you could the set. You could do the set could be the could be bus theme. I don't know. There's ways you could make it work. Plenty of ways you could definitely make it work, but I don't know. I think you would have to change. You'd have to change it up quite a bit. Yeah. That's what I think, anyway. I don't know. But yeah, this is all the sort of stuff that I'm sure that they are exploring in the various working groups, and you know, I'm sure they're looking into it because they've expressed a desire to do so. I'd be interested to see what that ends up looking like. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'll be happy to moderate the Twitch chat for parts of that, because I've done it before. I'll do it again. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is the thing, Keep. I don't think normal Desert Bus, but there's an audience there, works. I might be wrong about that, but I don't think that works. Like, if you literally just do the setup on the stage and stream that out, but also you have a live audience, I don't think that works. Like, because at the very least, having a live audience there is going to change the vibe immediately. Like, it's going to change it so much. So you can't really do both at the same time. You have to change it around. Because yeah, the thing with the live audience, like again, like yeah. Well, the thing is with Desert Bus, there's a lot of downtime. You know, there's a lot of wild and wacky shenanigans going on, but there's a lot of downtime and quiet moments because they're going over a whole week. So, you know, they're just chilling out sometimes. And yeah, you would not be able to bring the same vibe to a live show. You just wouldn't. It would have to be different. Yeah. And it's not like you could be in a live venue for a week straight. So I don't think they're going to do... I don't know. That would probably be very difficult to do. But yeah. It would have to be something else. It would have to be different. In my estimation. Who knows? Yeah, Zeta's 8 hours of vibes. My favorite thing about how Zeta has been for the past, I don't know, for quite a while now, really, for quite some time, is that 8 hours of vibes in a 6-hour shift, is that they come in with a lot of high energy because they come into jock jams and they start rotating the cushions and like, we're here, it's Zeta, and then immediately it's it's just immediately and boom. Chill out now. Beach doesn't get to purge the challenges anymore, though. Sadly. He doesn't need to. I remember that bringing him great joy in previous years. It's like, all right, and clear them out. But yeah, it's like, and relax. And then everything goes chill, which is great. It's funny because I don't know why people still hold on to the idea that Zeta is weird and wacky and like bizarre. I mean, it is, but like not in the way that you're thinking. Like, it is weird, but it's very chill. It's very, very chill. It's weird in that the things coming out of people's mouths is strange. And by people, I mean Beach. And basically ever since, I want to say like 10, even like maybe more recently, but basically ever since it became Beach's shift, it calmed down a lot. And it's for a couple of reasons, because I think they mentioned this during the run, and I was right about this. This is speculation, but yeah, basically before the shifts were codified, which was Desert Bus 9 was the time they came in, you had the people who had to be there were like engineers and the driver, but everyone else, there was no in today's terms, everybody else was unbound. There were no, they weren't didn't have specific time, so it was a lot looser. So what that meant was you had people sticking around to stay up late and getting weird and goofy and just being, sleep deprived and getting bizarre. And you had like Alex and Graham, and what happened was, people would go crazy, and that's when Zeta Shift was invented, because it was like, we're in the weird hour now. This is Zeta Shift. That's what spawned things like Quirpline. Like, people need to remember, Quirpline came out of Desert Bus as like a Zeta Shift bit, I think. Like an over like late at night bit. And then during Desert Bus 8, they were challenged to make 3 other shifts, and then they're like, this is a good idea. Let's codify these and break it down, and then yeah, ever since 9, it's been broken up into those shifts. People are either on that, they are assigned to a shift. They have a time slot. And so they're not like staying up. And not for nothing, what also happened over the years is that the majority of the crew are now north of 40. And you have a very different energy when you're in your like late 20s or early 30s to when you're over 40. You don't want to stay up as late. It's different. Like that is definitely part of it. North of 40s, my mid 2000s ska band. Yeah. But like, yeah, everyone got older. and wants to go to bed. Like that's not a small that's not a small part of it. That's definitely a consideration. Yeah. Instead of saying pick it up, we say ow my back. Yeah. But it's not just that, people have kids and family and other stuff, It is a different vibe because everyone is older and the shifts are more well regimented. And so, yeah, ever since Desert Bus 9, it's been divided up, and then Zeta becomes overnight with people who want to be there overnight, and Beach, who generally is just like, let's just chill out. We'll get weird. We can get weird with it, but like hanging out and just chilling and chatting has been Zeta's vibe, I think, for the majority of Desert Bus now. So yeah, that's what you get. But yeah, people still hold on to it for some reason. But it's like, no, like the really like weird and wacky stuff tends to happen on Night Watch nowadays. But I mean, a lot of that happened all over the place this year. But yeah, Dawn Guard got very weird this year. Dawn Guard got odd. Product testing various things, doing so many coffee pong shenanigans. Yeah. It was yeah. I think what's happened is like with Dawn Guard, lack of surge. I don't know if that would would that help or not? I don't know. No adult to rein them in. Well, it would help to a certain extent. Really, it was Paul going away that I think Paul going to Zeta really set Dawn Guard on a path. Man, I was so secretly I know Serge was on like vacation and was taking a break from Desert Bus. I don't know if he's like, I think he retired from like the committee or whatever it was, and was not at Desert Bus this year. But part of me was secretly hoping that James's final opponent. Oh, he was doing Serge. Wait, was he? Oh, because I didn't know what was going on with him. But I was like, I was kind of hoping. There was part of me that was holding out that the last opponent was secretly Serge that they hadn't told James about. But no. But yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully he's doing all right. Oh, went on vacation, got some fun little surgery as a treat. Oh, I see. Well, hope he's doing okay then. But yeah, anyway. But it is funny. I did notice this year. You can tell that there are some people. Oh, he is fully retired. Okay. I hadn't seen like exactly what he had said. Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. See what happens. If he decides to do anything more, but yeah. What was I going to say? Yes, but it's funny how you notice that the effect that certain people have. Like I say, like Beach being on Zeta Shift. What was noticeable this year was that with both Ben and Andrew on Alpha Flight, the energy went up a little bit. Like, it became a little more raucous at Alpha Flight. Particularly with Ben being on entertainment as well. So, you know, you can tell that certain people bring in certain energy to things, and watching that shift is interesting. Yeah. I don't know. It was differently chaotic, I thought. I don't know if it was higher. What about this? It was maybe slightly higher energy, but not chaotic. Yeah, Kathleen is a force of chaos, that's for sure. Yeah. Yes, less goth without Kathleen and Jacob. That's true. Jacob was there briefly to do the suitcase giveaway. But yeah, he just got back from Japan and was like super jet lagged. So Jacob showed up there, gave away the thing, did a few bits, got kidnapped by the Time Boys, and then went home. Yes, I did see that. I only caught bits of Zeta, but I was like, wait, who is this fellow? And it was David. And I was like, oh, you're cool. And turns out David does plays the piano and has cool hair, and I think rides a motorbike. I think that was mentioned at one point. I was like, damn, okay. Where did you come from? What was funny is like, how did this new person get roped into this? Who convinced you? Yeah. Yeah, I saw a few things about that on like kind.social and Blue Sky. I was like, oh, I mean, applied to be a volunteer like 3 years ago, and this year they called him up. Oh, I see. Understand. I see. Yeah, well, now they're taking more volunteers from all over the place. Like this year, there were 2 Germans on the team: Map, who's been there before, and Kai, who was on Dawn Guard. Jen was there, of course. Megapixel, representing, of course, the planet Kronos. No, big from the UK. Yeah. I know we've joked about like in the mod team, it's like, okay, we need to have a mod on site next year or one of these years, but I mean, realistically, we don't. Like, I don't know what having a mod on site would actually. It would maybe help a little bit, but like that's what stage friends are for. Yeah, exactly. Stage friend is essentially our contact point as mods, and that works fine. Would many of the mods like to be there? Yes. It's me, I'm mods. Yeah, but no, we don't actually need that. I think the last time we did have someone who was only a chat mod on there would have been the last time Dix was there. Like, if you don't count people like Ashton and Fugi. And when was that? When was the last time Dix was there? It was like... Yeah. That was the core idea, is like to resolve issues quickly, so stage friend fills that role. So yeah, we don't actually need that. We don't need that at all. But yeah, Dix was there like... When was the most recent time? I want to say like... Was he at 10? Yes, he was at 10. Then, and 11. Okay, RDP is helping me out. I'm just clicking random years and seeing if he shows up. Okay, he was at 11. Was it 12? Was it Desert Bus 11? Desert Bus 2017? Just gonna keep clicking. Yeah, I don't think he was at Desert Bus 12 in 2018. But yeah, and then virtual stuff. So I'm gonna say 11. Which was 2017. So that was seven years ago. Yep. And we haven't really, and that's been fine. Yeah, like I said, like it would be so fun to be up there, but like, yeah, a lot of things, same thing. A lot of things would have to change before that can happen. Yeah, exactly. Same over here, really. But you know, I'm sure everybody wants to be there because it's a fun time. But yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Realistically, you could probably do the stage friend job. I don't know. Plus squeaky bandhammer to punish the swearers with. Yeah. That's been our biggest feature request. Is we need the technology to moderate and time out the entertainers as well. Because sometimes something slips through that shouldn't be there. And we're like, no. But sadly, we do not have that technology yet. So there's not really nothing we can do about that. So, you know, we can only do so much. Yeah. What's it going to use on Julie? Julie! I don't know. I think there's a lot of... There's a lot of things that happen. I don't know, for my mind, it's like it is mostly a night watch problem. Well, maybe Zeta as well. Just with some of the things people I don't know actually. I haven't felt that need on Dawn Guard very often. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We can't really do any more. No, it's actually fine. For legal reasons, this is a joke. But yeah. But yeah, there's been many times when we've said, look, we can't moderate the people in the room. But that's okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you know. Yeah. Well, here's the thing though, with various with the possibility of other Desert Bus events, virtual or otherwise, happening during the year, there may be more opportunities. Who knows? We're still definitely in that early phase or exploratory phase of figuring that out and what else is going to happen. Yeah, especially if it goes virtual, it suddenly becomes a lot easier to hop in. We'll see. See what happens with all of that. But yeah, it was a good year. A lot of good stuff happened. Went for a full week. What I was coining a desert walk, which doesn't really make sense, but there it is. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of money raised, a lot of awesome stuff, good times. All right, it is 8:35. Been sitting here hanging out and chatting, which I do really appreciate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the spring bus, whatever that ends up being. Stay tuned here for I don't know that I would I don't know what I would do around it. Depends. It all fully depends on what form it takes. So I guess I'll have to stay tuned for more info, and so will you. But yeah, as for me, streams are resuming here. I'm taking this week to just do chill streams, I think. Virtual space bus. Wait, it's all virtual. Hold on a second. But I'm taking this week to do some chill streams, and I'm going to get set up for Final Fantasy XI next week, because we got to get back into that. No, don't let Lamb drive. Oh my. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Like I said, 11. Gonna get that free trial. Gonna see how far that takes me. See if I want to take it any further than that. If not, we pivot to 10.2. Yes, like I said, I wanted to give myself a bit of time to get that set up. Next couple of streams, I might do an art stream tomorrow. Maybe I can work on finishing my stream images that I want to finish. I might look into might do that tomorrow. I also downloaded Monster Hunter World because it was on sale for like £8, so I've been trying to get into a bit of that, so I could do that. Like I said, this week is going to be chill and laid back, so expect that over the next couple of days. But otherwise, we get back to the Retro Gauntlet on next 1 week from today, on Monday. And yeah, so thank you for sticking around, for watching, hanging out, and for those of you who were around for Space Bus, thank you so much for that. That was a lot of fun. We had a great time on that one. Are we doing any more Euro Boys? We'll see. I don't think we have any plans right now, but we might make some. I don't know. We'll have to chat and figure it out and see what we do. But yeah, no plans at the moment. But yeah. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with chill stuff. Like I said, possibly maybe an art stream. I've also been playing Hard Space Shipbreaker again, so that's a good one for a chill stream as well. So I might fire that up and cut apart some spaceships. So something like that for the next couple of streams. And then we'll get Final Fantasy XI set up and we'll get back to the gauntlet and off we go. Oh, one-shots. Oh, that's right, yeah. Right, we were in the middle of one-shots. We need to, it was HP's one-shots, because we did the robots. So HP still has a one-shot if he wants to run that. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Look, I'm trying to exit from this bit so I can go get some food. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out, everybody, and we had a great time with Desert Bus. I'm looking forward to more from them. I'll be back tomorrow. Is anyone live? Who's live? Okay, I think they're wrapping up. All right, I'll leave you to it. I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time. Take care, everybody. Okay, let me okay, push the button. All right, let me add another marker. I'm going to see if that marker trick works, and then maybe more stuff. All right, take care.